Okay, definitely. If anybody wants to chime in with these, please do. I do have one main thing that I wanted to chat about in terms of what I do when my stress tends to increase a little bit. And for me, it's really coming back to the mindfulness side of things, especially when we're talking about things that are outside of our control. It's really, for me, it actually comes back to starting my day with the mindfulness, right? So I have been kind of, I would say the last few years, off and on with a morning routine. I've restructured it in different ways, but I know that I always come back to it, right? So I always come back to having this at least 10 minutes in the morning where I can just like do stuff for myself, right? Where it's like, okay, this is my time to set my day up for success, right? And so if times are more stressful and I'm not doing my morning routine, I'm not starting the day off with like some sort of either meditation or journaling or just like sitting in front of, I have a red light that I just sit in front of and just starting the day on like a positive note. If I don't do that, especially when things are stressful, I notice it, right? And so I have to like come back and ground myself and be like, all right, I need to like start my day off with the basics of just creating some mindfulness. And when I say mindfulness, the reason for that is because it is something that, and I know this sounds maybe a little bit woo-woo or whatever, and I'm definitely not that type of person, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I definitely am a person who doesn't really, like, I guess I don't have much, what's the word? Spiritualness, I guess you could say. But over the years, I have realized that being mindful and having a mindfulness practice is something that there's a reason it's called practice, just like anything else, just like going to the gym and lifting weights. Like you're practicing to become better at lifting weights and to adapt to that, right? Just like with your nutrition, when you first start tracking macros or when you first start planning your meals out, like it's practice, right? You get better at doing it over time. And with mindfulness, like that's practice too. If you don't practice it, you're not going to get better at recognizing those times when you are stressed out, when you're like, all right, I need to chill out for a second. This is out of my control. I know that if I can become more aware of that, like knowing that it's out of my control, and I become more aware of it, I can take a step back and be like, all right, like, am I going to let this get to me? Or am I going to realize that and be more mindful and realize that, hey, this is out of my control. So if I can't control this, then I need to focus on what I can control. And I know it sounds, easier. It's definitely easier said than done. But it is something that I've noticed to make a huge difference in the way that I react to things. If I do practice that mindfulness in the beginning of the day and I have that kind of positivity, as the first thing that starts my day, and then I can kind of use that to fall back on throughout the rest of the day. So I don't know if that helps at all. Hopefully it does a little bit. But really just kind of the morning routine thing is my tip. I don't know if anybody else has any other tips for when they're like super stressed out and they're like, I don't like anything that you fall back on, whether it's, I don't know, journaling, meditation. Heidi, you want to chime in?